have no idea what's going on in the rest of the world. My only reality is what I see before me, what I hear, what I feel, and what I smell. And it's just this one little boat in this vast, vast, vast ocean and sky.
A few days before, a gentleman contacted me to see if I would be interested in delivering a sailboat to French Guyana. He had a captain, but he bailed last minute. We met and settled on a price, €3 per nautical mile. I said be ready to go in a couple of days. A few hours later, he called and said his client wanted me to go the next day. And if I did, he'd double my fee. And if I got there in 2 weeks, he'd give me a bonus. I said, let's do it. That day, I checked out the boat. It was loaded with food, water, and fuel. We went through a quick inspection. The boat seemed solid. I wasn't sure if I'd filmed this adventure, but after a few days, why not? And it's all shot with just a phone camera.
Well, here I am on the third day of my Atlantic crossing, delivering somebody else's boat. Conditions have been pretty awesome. I had to run the motor for one night. Otherwise, we've been at a very broad reach. It's the only thing. Got no wind instruments. It's kind of a pain. And the autopilot's working fine. The wind vane is having a tough time holding on in the downwind because we're practically almost running. I've got 3 reefs in a mainsail and the Genoa opened up full. The reason why I did that is that the mainsail doesn't rob the wind from the Genoa. And we're still doing between 5 and 6 knots. I have no idea what the wind speed is because there's no wind instruments. I would think it's about between 10 and 15 knots maximum. So it's very gentle, it's nice. Okay, we're on our 4th day out. Nothing much to report. Still no wind instrument, but that's going to be how it's going to be for the rest of the trip. And I'm a little bit of a difficult time holding on to a bearing, because I don't like having the wind directly at our backs. So we've been doing broad reach, but it's okay. We'll jibe in a little bit, get a little more south. Right now we're going a little too west. Done about a little over 400 miles so far. Anyways, that's it. That's the report for the 4th day in.
After a few days of broad reach, jibing, and not holding a direct course, I dug into my pants and found my balls. Yes, I finally set up the sails as you see them. A preventer on the main and a spinnaker pole on the Genoa. I should have done this several days ago, but I'm somewhat lazy and hesitant, and was learning my way around this boat day by day. Someone had bought this cheese for the trip. I didn't think it would last long, as the boat did not have a functioning refrigerator, but this bad boy lasted the whole crossing. I'd mix it with all kinds of food I found in the cabinets. I'm Swiss. Cheese is an essential nutritional element for my body.
All right, we're in our 5th day. Things are still going smoothly. The scissor formation, butterfly formation sails have held up throughout the night, and we get up to speeds of up to 6-7 knots. Now it's same thing, just biding our time.
days out here are long, and as are the nights. I sleep when I'm tired, eat when I'm hungry, like catnapping several times day and night. I can't sleep more than a couple of hours at a time. Eventually, there's always some noise or a wave that'll wake me up, and I'll go and check the AIS for ships and look outside and see nothing but sea and sky.
Day 6. First sunrise that I've seen. Otherwise, it's been pretty cloudy. Nothing much to report. Slow moving boat to French Guyana. Have to do a lot of thinking. Even started writing again. Kind of strange to think that I have no idea what's going on in the rest of the world. My only reality is what I see before me, what I hear, what I feel, and what I smell. And it's just this one little boat in this vast, vast, vast ocean and sky. As far as I know, the world could be going to shit. Could be another COVID. Won't know until I get to land. It's kind of cool, no? Seventh day. Motor is on, as you can hear. I'm motor sailing now. The wind dropped around 4 o'clock in the morning. And as soon as the boat is doing under 4.5 knots, I turn on the engine. Trying to keep at a 5 knot and up speed. Try to average 120 nautical miles per day. So we can get there in a total of 2 weeks. It's pretty much the halfway point. We're on schedule. Weather's great. Okay, it's a little bit lacking in wind at the moment, but it usually rises during the day, so I'm confident that it'll be back. It seems like it, and then we can turn off the engine. I don't like to run the engine too long. I'm hearing a familiar sound which reminds me of the cutlass bearing, and I had problems with my cutlass bearing, and it's kind of sounding like that on this boat. And by all accounts, I heard that the previous owner said that it was about time to replace it. So I'd like to keep that under control and not wear it down anymore than we need to. So that's why I'm trying to use the engine as least as possible, and also to keep it going well when we really will need it, when we are close to the coast of French Guyana and Cayenne. So that's the story on halfway point. It's time for a halftime show, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your
I sure did miss my Wendy and her dance performances, but I'll be back soon.
Okay, we're on day 7. No, day 8. No, we're on day 8. Kind of forget everything that's going on out here. Just things just go on and on and on as they do. Not much has changed. Trying to fish, but haven't caught anything. We've passed the halfway point, which is fantastic. So there should be only 7 days left before we get there. That's if conditions continue as they have been, which have been really nice and mild. Could be a little faster, a little stronger wind, but I'm not going to hope for more wind. Because when it comes, usually it's not something you want. So all good. Should be there by next week. I think today is Friday. Gosh, I don't even know which day it is. Well, total change of scenery this morning. Just took in 2 reefs on the mainsail in this friggin' rainstorm. It was just pouring and pretty windy, so I decided we'd take a couple reefs. Now it seems to have settled, of course. I think we're having a problem with the cutlass bearing. Turned on the engine early in the morning. There was little to hardly any wind, and then the motor started acting up, and it wasn't the motor, I think it's the cutlass bearing the propeller. So we're gonna try to save the engine and the power to when we get to Cayenne there. So I think we're gonna be under sail for the rest of the days that follow. I think there's maybe 4 or 5, no, maybe 5 to 6 days left. By the way, this is day 9. Here's the adventure, man. Got a good shower though. We're running out of fresh water, so it was great to be out there. Got completely soaked. It was exciting, man. Looks like we're heading into a tropical storm here. Doesn't seem like there's too much wind, but I'm gonna take a couple of reefs just in case. And it's gonna feel good because it's really hot here. It's 33 degrees, and a good fresh shower could be nice. So, like I said, I think it's just a tropical storm, just a downpour, nothing much, maybe a squall. Let's take it head on, man. Thanks for coming aboard Galopine Winded Voyage. This is our studios. You know, it's the good people on Patreon who are making this happen and keeping us afloat. Hope you'll join our community there. We've got a lot of cool extra perks this year, like live updates, news, photos, videos, and I've even taken a stab at writing some short stories which are not for general audiences on YouTube. Plus, our friend and patron Graham started a WhatsApp chat that he aptly called Galopine's Cockpit. Guys from all over have joined, and we can talk and chat uncensored, say whatever we want, and discuss anything. And it's this community that's contributing to the continuation of this Living Adventure series. Or you can watch for free on YouTube. Just make sure to give us a like or dislike or leave a comment, and definitely subscribe. So thanks for coming along on Winded Voyage, man.